Today I am going to be demonstrating how I draw ombre colored hair in colored pencil. The hair colors I'll be drawing are black, dark brown, reddish brown, and blonde. Just using this reference photo so you can see ombre hair starts from like a dark, kind of like a blackish dark brown, and then it fades to reddish brown and then blonde hair. And the colors I'm going to be using is from the Prismacolor Premier Colored pencils, and it's colors for the black and dark brown hair part is black, chocolate, sienna brown, yellow ochre, slate gray, and then white. The reddish brown's I'm using a dark brown, chocolate, light umber, yellow ochre, sienna, brown, and a white. And then for the blonde part, I'm going to be using cream, goldenrod, pumpkin orange, light umber, dark brown, and sepia, or sepia, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Those colors I just basically picked from my pencils and kind of just matched it up on a piece of paper, scratch paper, just like kind of like something like this. I just marked it up, held it up next to my picture, and saw if it matched or not, and it worked. Then I went ahead and did a quick sketch on there. So now I can start. So I'm going to start off with the black and blackish dark brown part of the hair, and I'll do the straight hair first. So black and dark brown is pretty easy because it's such a dark color that you don't have to be as precise. So that's kind of nice. So I kind of did a pencil sketch because it's with graphite pencil, but because it's such a dark color, I don't have to really erase, but as I get into the lighter colors, I'm going to have to do some erasing. So just taking my pencil and then going over in the general direction of the hair, kind of quick strokes, quick long strokes, and I'm just kind of lightly coloring the entire hair. I'm going to use different methods for different colors. So that was my black. I'm going to go in with the chocolate. Just laying on different layers of colors just to get it going. Okay. Then I'm actually gonna go over some of like the darker shadow areas. So wherever the shadow will fall, where the hair might be deeper in, like a crease. Paint thinner in a jar here, so just dip the brush and wipe off the excess. You really don't need that much. And with the bristles of the brush, it kind of combs the color through, so it's really nice. And the black, it just so it works so well with the paint thinner. I'm using Mona Lisa Odorless paint thinner. So there you can just see all the different layers of colors just melting together. And a lot of people say to let the paint thinner dry, but for me, I really like just working straight on it because it comes out so smooth, because it just breaks up the wax of the pencil. At least for like the darker colors, I find. I'm just layering on more pencil here. The more pencil you have on here, the better. Not adding much more paint thinner, just leaving what I have and then brushing through. I'm just going to add highlights here, so I use like a white pencil and just add highlights. Not in the dark areas where the shadows are, but in the lighter parts where the light would be hitting. And then using like fine strokes. You're not really drawing individual hairs, or just drawing groups of hairs, strands. And then also paying attention to the light source. So actually And then I kind of lightly shade over the highlights too, because it's not that the hair is going to be white. You're not trying to achieve white hair. You're trying to get a highlight where the light's hitting. It's going to be more brownish. And as you get more finished, then you're going to make sure your pencil's sharper, and then add a lot of like the strokes of hair in between the highlights. And then, you know, towards the upper ends, as you're going towards the middle, I'd flick downwards so it tapers, and then as the bottom too, you would flick upwards so it tapers towards the middle, just depending on what kind of lines you're trying to achieve. It gets really waxy with Prismacolor, so I like to use the paint thinner brush on things. And it's just a matter of refining everything that you're doing. I actually should be going lighter on the bottom because it's ombre hair. The top's going to be darker, so I'm just going to lightly shade the top a little darker. And always shading in the direction of the hair. Okay, that's black hair. Okay, so then I'm going to do the curls. So it's the same technique, you're just paying attention to the waves in the hair. So I might breeze through this one a little quicker in the video. Clean off the white with my pencil, and then this way I can sharpen it up too without having to use a pencil sharpener. And then you want to add random hairs, so you just kind of go in with white. And then, because the white, because it's sort of supposed to be like reflecting light, and then black, because some of it's kind of in shadow. So really, you're supposed to use a really fine point. Okay, so I need to sharpen. Edges you're going to want to define more. Sometimes because you know, hair's not perfect, so it's going to be showing clumps of different random stray hairs. And the curls is going to be, curls will have it going in the direction of wherever the curls are. Oh, babe. It's my crazy dog. There's a cat out there. We have a cat, and some other cats are coming around. Okay. And then here too. A little bit more believable with the stray hairs. Okay, so then moving on to the reddish brown. So you're gonna have to kind of blend slowly in this case. Since it's ombre hair. So I'm taking the black and then I'm going with my sepia, which is kind of a darker brown, mixing those together. Try not to get such a rough transition there. This is a dark brown. All sorts of different colors in there. Chocolate gets a little reddish brown, so especially around the transitional stuff. And I'm just going to have a little bit black. Lightly transition that. A little bit better. And then get some more. Paint thinner, just brush through that. Okay, that looks good. Okay, then just using a lot of the darks up here. Okay, so I think now that I'm in my lighter colors, I do need to let that dry, so I'm going to move on to the curl and do the transition there. I want more shine in there, so I'm gonna just use my pencil eraser. See if I can. I have to kind of clean it. Just get some shine in there. It's better if you don't even have to do that, but you know, it doesn't come off very nice, but straight hair. Okay, so now I'm working on the blonde, so I'm gonna switch pencils. I'm just in transition, and then I'm gonna take my light color. I'm gonna erase the pencil mark because you don't want that showing through. So I'm gonna start on the blonde part now. I had to, my camera shut off because the battery died, so I have to charge it and restart. So I'm gonna kind of go down a little bit lower and do the what you call it, the lighter part now first, because it's a little bit more crucial to clean because of the light colors can get dirty, and then you're kind of screwed because you can't really, it's hard to pull off the colors that's already been laid on when it's dark. What am I trying to say? It's hard to lighten up anything that's already been darkened by a dark color on top of a light color, light area. Like, you can use your eraser, but it makes it harder. So I'm just gonna go through with my different colors and just color. Small little trick I kind of figured out was, if you want to make those stray hairs and you're going to do like a darker background, you could take like a pencil like this and just kind of make those stray hairs and whatever. Then erase that really good. Just make sure you're getting it really deep into the paper. Erase that. And then whatever color, like say you're doing a dark color, just shade over that. And it'll maintain all the little creases in the paper. You can see like the grooves. Grooves in the paper. And then you can just better define all of those lines. Really good. Alright, so then you're gonna go through the whole thing and then just add in all the pieces. You kind of don't really add like these little hair things after you're done with the whole thing, because it's of course the last thing at the top. Version, you would definitely spend a lot more time on it if you are working on an actual full-on piece. So, ombre hair is kind of hard, but it's doable, and at least you can kind of see how you achieve different color hair. And yeah, curls are kind of tricky too, so just gotta look at your reference photo too and see like where the darks are hitting and whatnot, and especially with ombre, because darks are gonna look different because of the curl too. And then, but it, you know, even though this part's supposed to be darker than this, it's also supposed to be lighter than this because it's getting lightened too. So just always pay attention to your reference photo and then just keep at it. And you know, even though you think you might have messed up on stuff, just keep working at it and you might be able to fix it. I do that all the time. So anyway, I'm gonna just play around a little bit more with this, but basically that's more or less finished. I would just refine the edges a bit. Because you don't want like this cartoon, or not cartoon, sorry, crayon effect on the edges. I'm going in different colors to define the edge. And because, you know, it's different colors, just make sure there's a smooth transition, that the lines are all following through in similar ways. It's not obvious where you stopped off and changed. Alright, that's my finished piece. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.